The hype for Gen 2 is kind of over, so let me know what maps you guys want me to focus on in the comments below. Thanks, let's get right into it.
A lot of people know about this spot, and so I didn't feel like showing it. It's a fine spot. It can be built on official, surprisingly, if you do it just right. But a lot of people know about it, so it's not always the greatest, and it's kind of difficult to defend. There's another spot right over here that goes in the top of this corrupted spike, and it's kind of a similar setup. However, this one can only be built on unofficial. As you can see, the cliff platforms are a little off. That corrupted wyvern actually won't deal any damage through the wall and won't be able to fit into here. So here are the coordinates to this one: 841, and here's what it looks like on the map, right underneath my index fingernail. So you're just going to come to this set of spikes at these coordinates, and you're going to go right in the top. You can get down a couple cliff platforms, maybe set up a wall right here, and that should be good enough for at least the starter base. Alright, here's the next spot. This one can be built on official. You're just going to have to make sure you're only along one of these things, because this isn't technically floor for some reason. But this one is a little bit more open. That Giga shouldn't be able to go up the wall. Okay, he can. Well, never mind. Alright guys, and here we have probably our biggest spot that is official buildable. This is probably one of my favorite spots. It's actually polar opposite of the map than where the others were. They were all up at the top. This one's down here at 7731. And you guys have probably actually seen this structure before. It's out kind of near the oil lake. If you watched my Extinction note run, here you have this giant spire of corruption. And the only way into here, as far as I can tell, is you have to go down on this side of it, and then you're going to have to grapple up to here and just kind of let yourself drop in. There's a bunch of other little twisty spots that kind of look like they might go somewhere. Again, just being a starter base, it's not going to be the best protectable. People are going to be shooting rockets in here, and there is a lot of metal down around this area, so this would be a good spot to get started, as well as you can get tons and tons of corrupted nodules, level yourself up fast as there's spinos nearby constantly, and it would just be a solid spot to start setting up. Alright guys, and here is our last spot. This one, again, meant for a solo or a very small tribe, just looking for a place to start out. You can fit an indie forge in here in the back, and it will not stick out. There's actually quite a bit of room between you and the outside. This is, however, a Pelagornis hole, and it's a very difficult one to use because the cryopod has a lot of difficulty trying to get through this crack because it kind of zigzags. So, very difficult hole to get into, but does still work. So here's where it is. As you can see, there's my indie forge and stuff in there, so you kind of got to get up here, which doesn't work great, so you're probably going to have to grapple up and then throw the cryopod kind of down into there. This is a very tucked away hole, very small entrance. You're not going to have much trouble dealing with people trying to get into your base. Just put down one heavy and you should be perfectly fine. But I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.